Michael Brown, Solar Ray. This is a shout out. We posted some YouTube videos and did some experiments and things here at the office, actual hands-on with meters and sun and solar modules and strings and shading to disprove the myth of the Christmas tree effect on solar modules. And so the question is now coming up, and you can check out our YouTube channel. The question is now coming up, what happens when it's all connected to an inverter? So what we're going to do, and the reason for this video, is ask consumers, and we're asking now, please, okay, so I'm pleading with you, please message us if you have a solar system with module level electronics, whether it be microinverters or power conditioners. And we're not looking for a specific brand, okay? So we're not trying to discredit anything. What we're trying to do is experiment and find the truth. And what we're looking for are maybe half a dozen systems. And what we want to do is we want to compare very similar systems, and we want to do real-time cameras at the output of the system and also on what we're doing on the roof, and do identical experiments in real time so that we can shade a module, shade a couple modules, shade a part of a module, and see what happens in real time with the production of the system on a module level and a string level and an array level, you know, your whole system, what happens. So, and comparing all these things, apples to apples now, right? So not apples to oranges, apples to apples, okay? So they're all inverters, they're all solar systems, so they're all apples. It's just whether you got red apples or green apples, right? So that's all we're trying to do is find out what the best tasting apple is. And we want to know too, okay? So if we prove ourselves wrong, then we're going to change the way we do things. And if we show that there's some misconceptions, and there could be, because there's none of these experiments, right? So you're not going to go on the internet. You're not going to actually find these real-time experiments like this. That's why we're doing this, is because we don't know for sure either, because these questions came up in response to our YouTube video showing that there definitely is not. Now that is a busted myth. There definitely is not a Christmas tree effect, Christmas light effect, whereas if you shade a part of a module or you shade one module in a string, the whole thing goes down. Totally busted. We've totally proven that. So the question now is what happens with the different types of inverter systems? And that's a really good, valid question. So we would like to know too. So please contact us, personal message us, and get us in contact, and hopefully we can come to an agreement. There will be compensation for this and disclosure or non-disclosure of identity, but what we're looking for is access to your property and access to the monitoring data so that we can see in real time, split screen, real time, simultaneously, what's happening to the production, and also a video on the roof with a timer and a clock, so that you can see that it's happening at the same time, with identical experiments shading part of a module, whole module, multiple modules, what happens on whether it be a module or a string or the whole array, okay? So what we're doing is we're trying to find that out, is what really is going to happen, what's the effect with all these different types of inverter systems. So we've already posted the video to prove that the Christmas tree effect, the Christmas light effect, and the shade one part of a module or shade a whole module and the whole string goes down. We've already proven that doesn't happen. Now what we'd like to do is dig a little bit deeper. And so we can only do that with the help of existing systems, right? What's really happening out there in the real world, because that's what matters. It doesn't matter what is happening in a controlled room with a flash test. That doesn't matter, because that's not the real world. That's not what's happening on your roof. So please contact us. Like I said, there will be compensation and agreement so that you're completely satisfied. And the compensation level, just so you know, we're going to start it at $250, and depending on access and depending on time and depending on requirements that we're going to ask of the consumer, or the system owner, it could go all the way up to $500. You know, I don't know. And ongoing, you know, it would be whatever it really calls for, whatever is fair. Okay, so please personal message us, contact us, and be open to allowing us to come in there. We're not out to discredit your contractor. We're not out to discredit the product that you've bought. We're not out to try to prove that we're better than everybody else. We're just out to try to find the truth. And so please help us do that. And help the next consumer, right? The person that thinks that they're doing research when they go on the internet. Now there's going to be some real research, right? So that's wouldn't you have wished that you had access or you had seen something that really told the truth versus how convincing the salesperson was and how convincing the marketing was. So please contact us. It's going to help everybody in the future, and it'll end up helping everybody with existing systems as well. All right, Michael Brown, I look forward to contact and working with many of you. Thank you very much. Have a great day.